Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of Keep Up. I'm your host, Dragon Paragon, and with me, as always, is the illustrious Lord Zod.
Hello.
Zod, tell them what we'll be seeing today.
Today, went away from our normal submissions, decided to do a submission to Beckett, BGS grading. We did their collector special, sent in 23 cards. As a heads up for time frame for everybody keeping track, these cards were sent in. They received them on February 3rd and mailed them back to us on May 6th. So
That's a bit longer than 2 months.
yeah, they're 40 to 60 business days. I guess even though we get emails from them on Saturday and Sunday, it's traditional business days, so it's Monday through Friday.
No,
There's probably
sure,
a holiday in there.
Yeah.
So it was right at that 60-day-ish mark.
Yeah, it's quite a way. Yeah.
I mean, much better than it had been in the past, and it is right in
that's
their
good.
frame. Not as fast as some of the others, but it is. Beckett, like I said, I haven't sent much in there.
That's fair. And it's always nice to shop around, you know.
Yeah.
CGC's been really good to us. They usually
Yeah.
do it in like a month, don't they?
Yeah, CGC's usually, I mean, they say 20 to 30 estimated days, and a lot of times it's quicker than that, from what I remember.
Yeah, well, I mean, don't they also give the 2 months estimate?
Yeah. I think, well, it depends on the time. But yeah,
I guess it does.
30 to 60 days probably
Yeah, and
for the bulk.
they've even beaten the 30 before.
Yeah.
They're just super quick. I haven't had any issues with CGC in regards to shipping. They've been really good about it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, without any further ado, let's get looking and see what these cards came back as.
Yes.
Our playmat today is a lovely one. It's a custom one I picked up at, I believe, Fanime. I'm not sure that the creator makes them anymore. I refer to it as my Smash Bros. Playmat.
It's a very appropriate.
I think so. I mean, we've got two Smash mainstays here, of course, Cloud and Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Several of the Mii fighters have made it in over here, and they even put in Fox McCloud, who's been a mainstay since the first game. So,
Fair enough.
all right, let's see some cards.
Let's get this open. Of course, we don't bring the scissors, but that's okay.
Oh, you want me to get them?
No, I can rip.
All right, cool.
It's only packing tape.
Yeah, I'm not going to help.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, almost there. Look at
It's
that.
nice to see somebody else struggling with the box for once.
Okay, so here's the packaging, how they do. A little bit of paper packaging. Everything is individually sealed. It looks like it's...
Excuse me.
Alright, we're going to take a quick pause. Okay, sorry about that little hiccup right there. So this is how it comes packaged. So it looks, I mean, pretty well. It looks like each of them is individually packed as well.
Yeah, that's really nice, actually. I like seeing that they took the effort to put the sleeves on them as well,
Yeah.
and they're very tightly packed.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to happen to your slabs with this.
Yeah.
So they should come back looking just pristine.
Yeah.
Well, hey, this is your show. What do you want to start with?
Okay, I want to start with this one because I think they're backwards, so I can like flip it over and see what it goes from there.
We'll find out. won't
So
we?
I guess we're going to start off with the Japanese one.
That does seem correct.
Let me just adjust the camera a
There
little
we
bit.
are.
Oh my god, I guess we're going to start off with a, is that a Radiant Charizard?
That is
10?
that is a Pokemon Go Radiant Charizard at a 10.
10.
Absolutely lovely card. I mean, it's really exciting seeing a Charizard come back at a 10. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, so these are let me
that,
take this out of the plastic. It does muffle the, the muffle.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll take it out of the plastic for the video.
It's a matte sleeve.
It's a mess.
But yeah, that's BGS has a very stark grading style. I do like the look of the slabs, and of course they've got those harder corners than you'll see on the other ones, which I think are a very nice look as well. The Radiant Charizard is of course K rarity in the Japanese sets, as opposed to the sort of, I guess, more normalized rarity you'll see in the English ones.
Okay.
A card like this in this condition will go between $50 and $60.
Sweet.
It's a Charizard, so you will see people trying to sell it for more. I would not recommend paying more than that.
Right. I'm pretty happy. The surface at 9.5 for the rest are 10.
It's super good. It's super good.
Okay.
It is kind of a shame we didn't get that black label, but at the same time, like, those cards are freaks. You know? Like they don't.
Yep.
You just don't see them. So that's a super lovely card. Well done, sir.
That's a good one to start off on.
Yeah, no kidding.
Our next one will be...
Oh, look at that. More Zards.
Okay, so I think there's like 8 to 10 Zards to begin with. 8.5, so nothing special out of Crown Zenith.
No, yeah, it's not super bad. And tell me about the subgrades. I'm noticing they pretty much all got the subgrades. Did you have to pay extra for that?
No, so subgrades, what Beckett does is the subgrades are standard. If you don't want the subgrades, you have to actually let them know, and it's a little bit less expensive.
Oh, I see.
But these
That's
were
pretty neat.
yeah. So
That's
I
a
think
nice feature.
I think it's 18 with subgrades to start with for their collector special.
Wow, that's not bad.
So
Okay.
a little bit longer, but if you want the subgrades, this one.
So Charizard V's, our lovely card, of course, is the one out of Crown Zenith, although it's been reprinted several times.
Yep.
Cards like this that are both easy to get and easy to submit tend to get flooded, especially on grades that are not 10.
Yep.
So you actually don't get much value on them when they're at a good grade like that.
Right.
So a card like that you can expect to see between 20 and 25.
Yeah. So basically the cost of the card plus the grading, no extra premium.
That's pretty much that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
You have to get really good to get any premium on Zards.
Fair enough.
On common Zards, anyway.
Common Zards, okay.
Yeah. This card's very exciting. I actually did get to look at the list early since I do the price research, and I was really excited to know this card was in the order. So again, congratulations. I know you've got a guy who like goes over your cards for you, but he's definitely pulling in his work because he got you some great cards. This is of course the Scarlet and Violet Gardevoir SR.
Yep.
In Japanese,
Yep.
and of course it is so close to that black label
just
there.
a hint off on the centering, but edges, surface, and corners at tan is.
But just beautiful. And a card like this, despite being new, it is going to be. And the reason I say there's two kinds of new. You know, it just came out, and then it's like super rare and super valued. Then the market gets flooded, and then as time goes on, the value climbs back up.
Sure.
So despite that being essentially in the valley, it is still $45, $55 out of 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Okay. Good.
And of course, because Gardevoir can't travel alone, we've got the Kirlia backing it up, also at a 10. Let's take a look at the subgrades.
Subgrade, just the 9.5.
Just the 9.5 on the centering.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's definitely following the example of the Gardevoir. This is the alternate art character rare from the same set. This is, of course, Scarlet Violet. This card's very playable as well, which has made demand go up. Again, $45, $55 for a 10 on that card. Okay. Very, very beautiful.
Okay.
All right, looks like we've got another Zard coming out. This is going to be an English one. Let's see, it's the V-Star. What set was that?
This is it looks like Crown Zenith is what it says on here.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. But I get my Zards mixed up all the time. There's quite a few of them.
Yep.
A card like this is going to destroy the universe if not properly contained, as can be seen there. Otherwise, it'll fetch around $25 to $30 on the market. Again, same sort of things.
Having technical difficulties with our camera because we forgot to move the stand. Sorry about that.
We sure did. We're super prepared today.
Okay. How about that?
Okay.
There we go.
So yeah, that Zard's going to be around between $25 and $30.
Okay. Very nice. One thing to notice too is the subgrades on this one: 9 centering, 9 surface, but 10 on the corners, 10 on the edges. So
they didn't even do a 9.5.
Yeah, so they only give a 9.5 if a majority of the subgrades are 9.5 or better.
I see. Okay, that's pretty strict.
So yeah, so that
cool.
Just as a random.
You know, I like that. I like Beckett. Beckett's got a good reputation. They pretty much stick to it. There was that announcement they made a while back where they were going to be giving non-black label 10s.
Yeah, well, yeah, they were talking about doing golds for all of them. Like you saw, that has a silver label.
Yeah.
Doing like 9s and above, so basically anything marked mint.
Right.
Or better, the gem mint or better was going to get the gold labels. There was a bunch of pushback, and so they listened to the collectors that used them, and they decided to cancel that fairly quickly. So
yeah, so this is actually kind of funny. This is a bit of a limited run.
Yeah. So next up we have.
So this is going to be the Japanese Magnezone.
This is the one that randomly got a 7 on the surface, so I'm not really sure how that happened, but everything else 9, 9.5, 9.5. So again, like most of the ones that do the subgrades, they only go half above the subgrade unless everything is more than a point or so above the subgrade. So it came back as an 8. So.
Still, though, it's still a lovely card, and there's not many of them, actually. A lot of people haven't been searching for cards like that and haven't been sending them in. This does result in a lower population. So at a decent grade, that card can be expected to fetch around $25 to $30.
Okay. So I believe there's another one of them in here with a better subgrade.
There is,
Is it coming up right now?
It sure is.
Okay. There we go.
Much better subgrade.
There's our 9.5.
There you go.
This one has a 10 surface, surprising.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It actually stole the surface points off of the other one.
Yeah.
But that's how it is with Magnezones. Only the stronger one wins.
Yep.
So a card like this, actually, just the 1.5 increase in value is actually going to do a lot for its value. You can expect to see it between 35 and 40.
Very nice.
So that's a good like $10 average increase between the other one.
Okay.
And of course, everybody's favorite. Lovely card out of the new set. This is a terastallized Arcanine EX.
Yeah.
You can see he's puppo with his Crowno.
Mm-hmm.
At a 9, this card can be expected to fetch between $40 and $50 on the market.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan of the Japanese cards. Like, they look absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. So I think the surface suffered on this one at 8.5, but 9.5 for centering and edges and 10 for.
Yeah.
So
No, it's a very nice card overall, and I'm really warming up to the BGS grades. Like, I think that's a really cool feature that they offer.
Yeah. Okay. Their slabs are noticeably heavier than the other.
Yeah, it seems that way. There's some chunky slabs. I mean,
Okay.
that's some solid protection. So yeah, that's gonna be the Zamazenta V Secret Alternate Rare out of V-Star Universe.
Yeah.
Really cool set, really cool card. Pokemon's okay. I always thought Zamazenta looked like a dog who got his head stuck in a gate.
Yeah, fair enough.
But that's all right. It works for him, so I'm not gonna diss his style.
Mm-hmm.
At a 9.5, this card can be expected to fetch between $50 and $60 on the market.
Okay. Very nice.
I do like how the prominent reds featured in the background of that card. I thought it's a really good design.
Fair enough.
It's pretty to look at.
Oh, we have a trainer.
Yes.
Sorry, Professor's Research on this one.
Yeah, that's the Pokemon Go one. Yeah,
Yep.
It's got Pokemon Go in the corner.
Yeah.
That. Yeah, so that's going to be the secret rare, or the heroic rare, as the Japanese sets refer to them as. I believe it's heroic rare. It's HR, something with an H. I think heroic. I'm like 85% on that one.
Sure.
Anyway, lovely card. Another 9.5.
Yeah.
I was really hoping we'd see a black label, but like that's the hope, right? That's the dream. That guy is still fetching between $30 and $40. 9.5 is enough to get at that gold label, and that's still very, very beautiful. You know,
looks like 9 on the centering and 10 on the other 3. So having multiple 10 subgrades is still pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the one nice thing with the subgrades is you have a bad one score, but all the rest and they show.
Yeah. It just tells a more accurate picture of the card, and really that's what we want. This is actually going to be you're going to want to show it to the camera here.
Yeah.
That's going to be the Radiant Eevee, again, out of the Pokemon Go set. You actually had to pull these in the Japanese set. They came in the collection in English. And the Radiant Eevee is a beautiful card. I actually really like this one. It's one of my favorites, and not just because I'm an Eevee stan, but I am an Eevee stan. That's just how it is. At a 9, he's plenty lovely, maybe not as fetching as some of the other cards we've seen, but a handsome card nonetheless. You can expect that to go for between $30 and $35.
Okay.
Okay, I've been waiting for this one.
Oh yeah, my truck on a bird.
Yep. So Bird Truck here, otherwise known as Corviknight VMAX to the layman. Bird Truck is, I believe, the technical term for it. This is the character secret rare out of the Japanese VMAX Climax set. Sadly, not a very popular card or Pokemon. A lot of people are sleeping on Bird Truck. He'll fetch only about $30, which to me is an absolute steal because I love this guy and I love the art.
Yeah, and it's Bird Truck.
I would ride a Bird Truck every day of my life if I could.
Hate to throw this out there, but that is my traditional mode of transportation is Bird Truck.
Well,
yes,
it is.
When given the chance.
I understand. I just, I'm just not in the income bracket to afford a Bird Truck.
Fair enough.
I hope to someday, but we're just not there yet.
Okay. Next up, we got going more to the Charizards.
Yep, this is the rare Zard out of Pokemon Go. You really like your Charizards, don't you?
Yeah.
And that guy came in at a 9.5, which is really nice. So you see a bit of a funny thing with the rare Zards. You've got like a sweet spot for Zard, not really a sweet spot. You've got like a bell curve. Mm-hmm. A lot of people will send in the ones that are easy to get but of higher rarity. This is going to be your Charizard Vs and whatnot. Yeah. They won't send in the base rare Charizards, resulting in a lower population and a higher price. Yeah. And of course, the really rare Charizards are really rare, so only so many of them get sent in. Yeah. But yeah, this guy at a 9.5 is going to be between $25 and $30.
Okay.
So that there's actually a bit of a premium on that. He's getting more than the Charizard V, albeit he is at a higher grade.
Fair enough.
Okay, this one is a really good card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go Zekrom.
Yeah. Indeed.
Oh, again, centering up 0.5 off, and we could
I
have had
know.
that.
I know. It's seeing so many get so close is
Yeah.
just maddening. But it's still a lovely card, a beautiful grade, and it kind of does go to show that the Japanese cards have better quality assurance.
Yeah.
That they just, on average, grade higher. But yeah, this is a Zekrom character rare. This one has kind of a swath for it. There aren't that many at this sort of grade. The lowest I could find one for was 35. A lot more were going for 50. I believe 50 is closer to the trend.
Right.
But if you've managed to find one at 35, I would say take it. I think that's a really good deal.
Gotcha.
I would say the card is worth between 40 and 45.
Okay.
I just felt the need to note that there's a bit of a deviance on that one,
Fair.
probably due to a low population.
Fair enough. It is Zekrom.
And it is Zekrom. Zekrom's, that's just a cool card.
Yep.
I really like, out of all the character rares, that's one of my favorite.
Yep.
Okay, this next one's pretty cool too. As an Eevee stan, I of course like Eevee on the Edge here, otherwise known as Shadow Eevee, Dark Raven X 666. So, Dark Shadow Eevee X 666 here was out of Evolving Skies, as I'm sure most people know. Coming in at 9.5 is a just beautiful grade, but shy of what we were looking for, sadly. Still good enough to get that gold label. I apologize. This particular one is from VMAX Climax.
Yeah, it's Japanese.
That's
it's not
my
for
bad.
the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the.
The English one is expected out of Evolving Skies.
Correct.
But yeah, you will find it at between $35 and $40.
That look.
Yeah.
His face.
Well, I mean, I've seen this card quite a lot. Everyone's
Yeah.
going to know this card here. He's
Yeah.
going to be the Crown Zenith promo out of the ETB.
Yeah.
All of the people who went hard on Crown Zenith, which is as far as I can tell, everybody, has like 90 of these guys palling around.
Yeah.
And the records show a lot of them did get sent in.
Yeah.
9.5 though is a really good grade. You got yourself that gold label. It does bring him the $20 to $30 range.
Okay. Cool. Very nice.
Fun fact, actually, Lucario is known as the Hamburglar in most of Cambodia.
Okay.
Don't Google it.
Don't Google it.
Don't Google it. Just trust me on this one.
All those Paldan lies against him.
Yeah, totally. It's just, it's just bad PR. Nobody can defend against public opinion.
Yep.
This next card is actually a Crown Zenith special, like the last one. This is going to be one of the Galarian Gallery pulls. The Hatterene VMAX here. While not the most popular Pokemon, I think they definitely did it justice in this art.
Yeah.
I believe it's very striking. Then again, it's very easy to say that about most of the Galarian Gallery. Crown Zenith is a heck of a set, let me tell you.
Again.
Yeah, at a 10, it's between 30 and 35. Which subgrade are we missing here?
The centering.
Centering again. Centering. Damn.
Yeah.
If only we thought to shift these cards a half inch to the left.
Yeah.
But yeah, lovely card, lovely score. Getting down to
the
last ones here.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, yeah, this is probably my favorite one.
Okay. Oh yeah.
You can probably guess why. Glaceon is in fact my favorite of the evolutions, so to speak. And this one at a 10 is just a slam dunk of a card. Is it centering again?
Yes, it's centering.
Again.
And
Go figure.
I like how like almost all of them are like
yeah. Still amazing art, amazing card, amazing set. Like let's hear it for Crown Zenith, huh?
Yeah.
Round of applause. Yeah, this card you can find it for between $60 and $70 market price in this condition.
Okay.
Beautiful, just absolutely beautiful.
That was the big one we were sending in. We're like, oh,
congratulations, man!
Yeah.
Congratulations. Okay, another one. We're hitting all of the Crown Zenith ones. I know you had your favorites out of the set, and you decided to send them in.
Yep.
And by and large, they did pretty well for you. So this is another 9.5, another gold label. Darkrai V-Star here, not quite at a 10, will fetch you between $30 and $40. Where do we have the low spots here? Okay, so this one has a couple of low spots. This is a solid 9.5.
Yeah.
He earned the score, and it's a good score.
Yeah, it's a good score.
So Darkrai can be happy with that.
Yeah. Good job, Darkrai.
Or he'll invade your nightmares because he's all about that sort of thing.
That's what he does.
It's his life,
It is.
It's important to him.
Another Japanese one coming up.
Indeed. So that's going to be another Charizard V-Star, this one Japanese, at a 9.5. It just goes to show there's that quality assurance kicking in. getting you the better grade over the last one. Because the last one we saw was what, an 8.5?
Yep.
So yeah, this guy at a 9.5, getting that gold label is going to fetch between $35 and $40. This is kind of the sweet spot where Zards start premiuming.
Okay.
You get a little bit on a 9, but they're so flooded just after their release that you really have to get that 9.5 to start pushing them into Value Town.
Fair enough.
Value Town's a real city, by the way. That one you can look up. All right. This next one here is another Zard. This one, however, is really stealing the show. So I believe this is the one out of Starburst, right?
Correct.
Yeah, this is the one out of Starburst. It's the HR, which I'm going. You know what? I'm going to go die on this hill. It's a heroic rare. At me if it's not. It's a 9.5 again. Doesn't seem like you can get lower than that. And it's coming in, or for the Japanese cards anyway. It's coming in at between $100 and $120 for that card.
Oh wow!
So that card is a big winner.
Okay.
Big winner.
Big winner. We've got how many?
Two left.
So we'll get that kind of there.
Get that just out of the way. Knock over our
microphone.
Equipment. This is a really good day for knocking over our equipment.
Yeah, this is a.
That's actually our new gimmick. Is we just break something every 25 seconds.
Yeah, I'd mentioned Gallagher, but I'm not really sure if you guys. There's no watermelons around. So
oh yeah, no. I remember Gallagher. We studied him in genetics class. He's the one who grew the watermelons with the recessive and the active genes.
Yeah. Yeah,
totally. Important historical figure, Gallagher. Yeah, so that's actually going to be the rare Charizard out of Pokemon.
VMAX Climax?
Is he at a VMAX Climax? He is. Pokemon Go has a different angle. He's still flying angry into Dragon, but he's got a different angle on this one. Yeah. We got that 9.5. Like, people are just they're hitting their stride. You can't argue with the results. Yeah. And that card is going to be worth between $25 and $35. And I have to imagine it's because a lot of people just haven't sent them in.
Yep. The last card of the batch.
You're going to laugh. So this is the other flying Charizard rare. This is the one out of Pokemon Go, which I mistook the other one for at first. Again at a 9.5. Yep. It's just kind of how it is with these guys. Again, this values up really nicely. You can get this. You can get about $25 to $30 for this on the market at a 9.5. Okay. So yeah, it really just seems kind of like a sure bet with those rare Charizards, especially in Japanese, where I don't know if they make them at less than 9.5.
Fair enough. So what do you think? You like the subgrades on some?
Oh, I absolutely love it. This is great. I don't know if it's enough to steer me away from CGC. I think how they do things.
I think it just depends on the cards for me.
Yeah. I think.
I'll probably
like bulk. It might be worth doing more bulk at Beckett. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
the time frame though.
Range.
It took about twice the time to come back.
Yeah.
I think if you have a chance with the black label though, getting the 9.5s and 10s.
That is pretty nice. I do like how they differentiate visually between the grades of cards. The upper ends and the.
And these slabs, I want to say, are noticeably. Did you feel these slabs? They are noticeably heavier.
I wouldn't say noticeably. Okay. They're definitely chunky.
They gotta.
But I don't know if they're heavier than the CGC ones because those aren't any slouches either. It feels like you're holding an OtterBox when you got one of those. I like the sharp corners though. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, sharp corners. The fact that they came all in their own.
Protective
sleeve was kind of nice.
I like that.
It was a protective. This box was really well packed.
Indeed. It doesn't have the. You've probably seen them before. The holders.
Yeah.
The cardboard holders that the CGC has. I like those also.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with this.
No.
I think this is okay.
It's safe. Safe packaging is all I care about. Doesn't matter how it matters it arrives, as long as it arrives safely.
As long as it arrives safely. Amen to that.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
speaking of arriving safely, we did send the first graded card into space earlier today. We're hoping that it lands on the moon, and then it'll be the first graded card on the moon. So safe arrival to that. Thank you, Pokemon 13. Yeah. We hope the mission goes well. Like, comment, subscribe, post your favorite card in the comments, guys. Have a good night.